Assalamu alaikum class. In this video I'm going to explain you about the certain guidelines which you have to follow while completing your summer task. So starting with week 1, we have unit number 1, Nicobobinus. You have to read that unit and then you have to complete the comprehensive question given at the end of the exercise or given at the end of the chapter, and then you have to do the exercise as well on your book with lead pencil. And you all know that we have completed this unit, almost whole of the unit. You just have to go through the unit and then you have to do the exercise on the book. Then in the next we have a box in which there are certain words. You have to find out the meaning of these words and then you have to make sentences of these words, right? The next task is you have to complete worksheet number 1 with the title Kinds of Sentences, and after completing that worksheet you have to practice that concept on your book. So here we have a book, page number 12, and we are given with the 3 questions, question number 1, 2 and 3 of section C. In the first question, what you have to do is you are given with certain statements and you have to convert them into a question. Like the first statement is she was the prime minister. You just have to make question out of it. It could be the easiest one, who was the prime minister, right? In this way you have to solve all the other statements. Then moving towards the next question, we are given with certain pairs of words, and what you have to do is you, by using these 4 pair of words, you have to make 4 sentences out of each pair of word. And the sentences should be, the first one should be the statement, then the next one the question, and then the command, and then exclamation sentence. Example is done for you on your book. In the third question, what you have to do is you are given with exclamation sentence and you have to change them into statements. Like the first one is, what a lovely dress. How can you change it? It is a lovely dress. You just have to make statement out of it. Okay, so moving towards the next task, that you have to make a bright, colorful poster of your city, and don't forget to mention the famous cuisines and places to visit. So you just have to promote your city and you have to focus on the positive aspects of your city. Moving to the next week, week number 2, you have to read unit number 2, the ransom of Red Chief. After doing this video, I will try in my upcoming videos, I will try to show you the videos regarding these chapters so that it would be more easy for you to comprehend the chapter and solve the given exercise. So you have to read unit number 2, the ransom of Red Chief, and also solve the comprehension questions and the exercise on the given unit. Then you have to do worksheet number 2 with the topic, subject and predicate, and after solving that worksheet you have to practice those worksheets on your. Here we have page number 21 of the book, textbooks, with the topic, subject and predicate, following with some questions that are for you and you have to solve these questions under this heading. Okay, next is you have to write a brief paragraph on why the health is important for you, or you have known it with the name health is wealth. You have to just write an essay. It is a kind of creative writing for you people to do. Next you have to read unit number 1, birthday present of reading circle, and the whole exercise you have to solve. Week number 3, we have the poem with the name The Old Brown Horse. You have to read the poem and try to understand the poem. You can use your dictionary for understanding the meaning of the different words, and then you have to write the brief summary of the poem. Then you have to write an application to your principal in which you have to request him to allow you to retake your examination, as because of some certain reasons. You can assume any kind of reason, like you were ill, you have a very quick job or a very urgent job at home, or any other kind of reason that you want to do. You have to prescribe that reason and then you have to urge or request your principal to allow you to write or redo your paper. Then on worksheet number 3 with the topic present tenses, we have already done present tenses or all the tenses so many times that you must be familiar with this topic. After doing that worksheet, you have to prepare a graphical summary of the present tenses, including the subtypes of indefinite, continuous and perfect tense. In your own creative way, you can make any kind of creative response. Any kind of creative way. You can use the pencil, you can use colors, you can use paints, you can use chart material, In any way, you just have to summarize the present tenses in a more beautiful and creative manner possible. Moving to the next week, that is week number 4. Now what you have to do is you have to read unit number 3, a polar explorer, and also solve the comprehension question. Then you have to complete worksheet number 4 with the heading punctuation, prefixes and suffixes. Then coming to parts of speech, what you have to do, and we have revised parts of speech so many times that it should be on your fingertips now. You just have to summarize all the parts of speech by using different pictures, by using different examples, by using chart papers, or any way possible for you. Then read unit number 2, sky, sea, shore of reading circle, and try to solve the given exercise. Moving towards week number 5, we have a poem titled The Poem, and also write a comprehensive summary of the poem. Then you have to solve worksheet number 5, kinds of noun. So I hope that you all are familiar with the topic kinds of noun, and you will be in an easy position to solve the worksheet. So after solving worksheet 5 kinds of noun, you will come to your book, page number 36 and 37, and you have to solve these questions given under the heading of section C, noun. Here you can see in the yellow box you are given the summary of these 4 types of noun: proper noun, common noun, collective noun and abstract noun, and then following with certain question for your practice, and then the heading of proper noun following some questions. Okay, next you have to write a letter to your brother in which you will tell him about the value of the time. It is also a part of creative writing. Then unit number 3 of reading circle, and solve the relevant exercise as well. Moving to the last week, that is week 6, you have to read unit number 4, the great train journey, and also solve the comprehension question. Then you have to solve worksheet number 6, again with the name of kinds of noun. It is an extension of the previous worksheet, and you can take it as an assessment as well, or as a practice as well. It is just to understand the concept more deeply. So after solving that worksheet, you will go to your book for the practice on page number 40. So here is page number 45 of your book with the heading collective noun and abstract noun, and the question given under this. You have to read the question carefully, and then you have to solve these questions with the help of those. Okay, the second last task of this summer task is, through the graphical display or depiction, you have to explain that how we can save water. That is a very essential element of the life. You can use different pictures, you can even draw the pictures, so as possible for you. Next is we have unit number 4 of the reading circle, the golden crab. You have to read it, you have to try to understand it, and then you have to solve the relevant question. So that's it for today, and in the next upcoming video I will try to explain the worksheets that are attached with your summer task, and I'll try to tell you or explain you that how you can solve those worksheets for. So that's it for all. Thank you.